Well, hello and good evening. This is Dottie Berry, aka the Google Hangout Maven, coming to you from the Pacific Northwest of the United States. I would like to welcome everybody. Whether you're here live or you see this, via recording later, we're just glad that you came and spent some time with us tonight, anywhere you are in the world, because we know that people throughout, anywhere in the world is interested in learning how to become a better online marketer, what it takes. And so we've got some exciting things that we're going to introduce tonight, because one of the most important things, I think, is that you learn how to monetize other than just offering your primary business. See, that's where people really get stuck sometimes. They say, well, I've got business X, no matter whether they're online or offline, and they don't open up their minds to see, wow, there's a whole lot more opportunity. It's sort of like if you disregard what we share with you tonight, it's like just going past the goal that's right there at your feet. And the exciting part is that I've got some great people on with me. Hey, Barry Tuck, are you there? You're always here lending a helping hand, and he's the online millennial trainer. How you doing tonight, Barry?
Hey Dottie, yes, I'm here. I'm doing great.
Good. It's always good to see your smiling face. Uh, did you learn anything in particular this past week that is improving your business? What would you say is the number one thing you learned this past week?
Well, this past week I watched a recording that I was not able to be on last week about the solo ads. I learned a lot about those by listening to your recording, and I also learned more about the importance of blogging. That's some things that I've been researching and doing on my own.
Hey, there you go. That sounds great, Barry. And, kudos to you. It's Memorial Day, and Barry's in the Air Force. So last Tuesday night, he was doing a type of deployment. Is that right, Barry?
Yeah, it was a deployment exercise, so it was. I didn't really have to go anywhere, but we were still working as if we did.
Yeah, that's right. So, you gotta be trained and be ready. And so, Barry, I want to personally thank you for the service that you are, giving to all of us to help keep us safe in all ways that you do. And it's really exciting that you're 24 years old. That's unbelievable. I don't know about you, Tammy, but I sure wish I knew what I know now when I was Barry's age. But we're not going to tell all those sad stories about what we didn't know.
Right. I'm almost a quarter of a century years old.
I'm telling you what, you rock, Barry. Well, listen, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Tammy Crowder right here. Tammy, are you with us there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Hey, Tammy, great to see you. And let me just share a little bit about Tammy. Tammy is, really, she's a network marketing consultant. She's a publisher. She really has such a wide range of skill sets, and I'm delighted to have her on here tonight because, you know what? She's going to spill the beans with us about what it means to, engage with CPC offers, CPM offers, CPA offers, CPS offers, and all of this terminology may make your head spin. And there's, some people use different terminology for meaning the same thing sometimes. So we're going to drill down on this and tweak it a little bit. But, Tammy, let me start off. Lots of times people hear, about a publisher. How would you describe your role as a publisher?
Well, basically, a publisher to me is somebody who has traffic, and they are going to get advertisements in front of that traffic, whether it be traffic that they're working for somebody else or whether they're working their own traffic or, however they decide to get their traffic. There's just so many ways to do it online. But a publisher is pretty much anybody that can get traffic to an offer.
Hey, thanks for just clarifying that. So, Tammy, you've been over a decade, right? How long have you been working at this?
It's about October of 2000.
Oh, wow. More than a decade. I knew it was over a decade, but that's some real great experience. And, I like that Tammy's from Kentucky. Unfortunately, I didn't know her when I lived in Kentucky, but she's from Louisville, Kentucky, and we're just really excited to have her here tonight. So Tammy, I'm going to kind of switch over on you and keep it on you while I interview you, so to speak, and really get some information for people. What's the distinction about these offers and why they should do it? why are you so insistent that people look beyond their primary business? What's in it for them?
Well, I mean, basically, if you have a primary business, that's good. You should. And that should be your focus. But what you want to do is you want to monetize all the types of traffic that you might send to your primary business. And as anybody knows that's done that, you don't monetize every single person that goes in front of your website or your ad or whatever. So the goal is don't not focus on your business. You definitely want to do that, but you want to monetize on the traffic that you're losing. So how do you do that, and how do you get more traffic, and how do you build a database? And from that point, you've always heard the money's in the database. Well, that's true if you know what to send to your database. So that's kind of where this all goes, is getting involved with affiliate networks, seeing what offers are out there that would be beneficial for the traffic that you're sending to your website. How can you monetize it? How can you work with Google? How can you just really squeeze your traffic like a tube of toothpaste so that you get the most out of it?
Tammy, one of the things I heard early on, which honestly, I look at it differently now, but it was like if you could hear enough no's, you would hear yeses. And now I just want to hear yeses. And how can I best do that? And I think you're absolutely right. If you go to a buffet, is the way I explain it, and you only had one item on the buffet for meats and one dessert and one whatever, you probably have people walking out of your buffet line because there's just not enough offerings. And that's how it is. I mean, we can all be very passionate about a particular business, okay? But if everybody doesn't share that same passion on that business, we're going to be losing money. So how do we really decide what we're going to offer so that we can get people to say yes to more things, not just because we want to sell them something, I want to make a point of, but so we can provide them value for things that they're already going to get. And if they already not like, know, and trust us, they just soon get it from us as from somebody else if we offer it to them.
Well, if you get creative with what you're doing, I mean, you're getting traffic to your website because you're wanting people to look at your business opportunity. Chances are, if you are sending people there to your business opportunity, they might be interested in tools, they might be interested in free information about business opportunities. There's lots of things that you can advertise to these people that will be of benefit to them based to see your page in the first place. What kind of forms have they filled out? Where did they come from? What kind of list did they come from? These are people who are looking for a way to make money online. Then lots of ads that you could pick up from affiliate networks would apply to them. And that's really exciting because anybody who's looking for a business opportunity, you're going to find other types of people inside that data. You're going to find people who are looking for jobs. You're going to find people who are looking for maybe a way to save money on just save money. And you're also looking for people who would maybe want to get free college scholarships. I mean, just all kinds of things apply to the types of people that would have been coming to your page based on they're looking to make money online. So because you have these different types of things that apply to all of these people, you have different types of ads that would benefit them. So when you're going to look for ads that would benefit your database, you want to keep the theme in mind in which they opted in the first place and start from there. And so, anybody who's come in based on looking for money, there's so many other smaller niches that go along with that. Just saving money, anything from saving money to making money to working in their area, jobs on. There are places that will pay you to post, like job opportunities if they're not, looking to actually spend money, and that pays you. So, I mean, just kind of thinking around your main niche is really how you want to approach what ads you offer.
Now, Tammy, I know that you shared with me that you kind of segmented into 3 sections. And I want to ask people, first of all, too, as they're looking at the chat box down there, And Barry, I'll ask you this too. Barry, have you done any CPA offers, you know, anything like that, which is, you know, click for action? We're going to go into that a little bit more, but do you understand what we're talking about enough to know if you've ever done that before?
I don't think I've ever done that, Dottie. The most I've done would be a solo ad, if that counts. I'm taking notes. She's teaching me something.
Yeah. Well, the thing about solo ads, lots of times people are using a solo ad vendor to send them to their primary offer. You know what I'm saying? And so there's a lot of other things that you can do. And so, Tammy, let's talk about this. Let's first of all talk about the three categories that you can potentially segment people into that you shared with me, and then kind of define for us what is a CPC offer, what is a CPM offer, what is a CPS offer, what is a CPA offer. How do those differ from each other?
Okay, now when you said the three segments, are you talking about the three types of people that I usually run into traffic-wise that are money seekers?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, basically what we've kind of broken it down to is we know that when we're advertising for people to make money online, and maybe we're sending them to a landing page, and it's just a basic landing page that would say something like, you know, working online and having pictures of people working online in a form. And maybe we were just getting traffic to that kind of a page. It's just quick and simple little form, and it's going to add the data to your database, trigger any autoresponders, which could be advertisements too that would be making you money, but I don't want to get too far into that. But basically, you just want to, you want to run some ads that would trigger. You want to run some traffic to a landing page that would get you generic traffic to where you could then put ads that you've gone to the affiliate networks and gotten in front of them. And so that's going to basically pay you. But we figured out that they break down into three groups. Either people come online and fill out your form when they're looking to make money for three reasons. They're either looking for jobs, they're either looking for a way to work online, or they're looking for a business. So if you start kind of funneling them off into their own sections, you know that if they go off into a job direction, you're going to want to put certain ads in front of them. There are people who are wanting to get information quickly and probably not going to be interested in buying too much, so they're probably not going to do too well with wanting to get you paid if they need a credit card. So we kind of want to get paid on a cost per click action here. And I'm just going to stop there, Dottie, because that's where we kind of go off into the certain types of offers. But, that might be a good stopping point when we're talking about people who want jobs, because I kind of look for more of a cost per click action there. And then on a work online scale, people who are wanting to work online, I can kind of go more into a cost per acquisition, a CPA offer. And then on a home-based business, that's really where, if you filter there, that's really where you want to put your business or anything that might pay with a credit card. So you've kind of got different qualities of leads here that you're filtering for yourself, but you're getting paid and you're not wasting your time. So if you're generating really good business leads, those are the people you want to talk to. You want to set it up to where you can communicate with them. Everything else, you'd kind of be wasting your time. So you want to put ads in front of them to where it's just making you, so your traffic's really paying for itself.
Yeah, so let me just kind of recap and see if I understood you correctly. You want to segment it into people who are looking for jobs, and you might think, well, I'm not offering a job, but we're just saying, pull people into that list and then go find these offers that are about jobs, okay? So then the second one is making money online, and then the third one is a home-based business, which is what many people have. Of course, some people in Power Lead System or Lead Lightning. Some of you are doing only Lead Lightning and Power Lead System as your online marketing business. Some of you have your own network marketing business. Some of you have your own mortgage business offline, or whatever you do. So it's whatever your business is the third category. Second category is online business. Tammy, I call this creating an online business and traveling for fun. That's my number 2 category. And then the first one, of course, is people who are looking for jobs. Because, see, here's the thing. If somebody's looking for a job, you think they don't buy other things? And that's what's real key. Lots of times they may be looking to be educated. Maybe they want to become a nurse. Maybe they do this. So you can find an educational piece online that teaches about how to get the best nursing job. Would that be accurate to say, Tammy? Is that a good analogy about how people could do it?
Right. If people are looking for education and you send them education ads, they're still looking in the money niche because people go to school to make, more money. So
Right.
it's just another way to get into the money niche. I mean, there's really there's 3 big niches you can get into right now. And you can get into all of them, but, there's always the money niche, which I tend to favor and do the best at. But then there's, health, and then there's dating, which, I run those kind of offers to my databases anyway because they're just so prevalent in people's lives that they're gonna make you money. So I tend to stay towards the bigger niches, that most people would like. Besides, when you're mailing in databases, it's always important that you're sending things that people like, and if you're sticking towards, in my opinion, when you're sticking with ads that the majority of people like, then you're not causing as much trouble for yourself. You're not getting as many complaints.
Yeah, that's true. So here's an example, Tammy. I was doing some Facebook ads, and I was bringing in business partners in Dubai because we were opening a country over there. But what I found interesting is and we're going to take you over there, we're going to screen share here in a second, over to offervault.com, and Barry, you can go ahead and put that in the chat box down there. But when I went over there, I found an ebook, okay, for how to get a job in Dubai. So guess what? I'm going to run some little, create a little capture page, go get that, become an affiliate for that ebook, find that people who are doing that, because guess what? Some people who are looking for a quote-unquote a job, they'd also be open to sometimes a home-based business opportunity if I educate them along the way. See, most people might think they're not open to that, but if you bring them in looking for a job and then you communicate with your list, which is really, really important, and it's why you build a list, then you can educate them, and down the road you can offer them that business, home-based business opportunity. Would that be an accurate way to describe it, Tammy?
It's perfectly described because, I'm even a living example of that. When I first came online, I wasn't looking to start a business. That was the furthest thing from my mind.
Yeah.
But I just happened to go in that direction and learn about, different things, and it worked out that way. And so I have not had to worry about working for anybody else since then. But it's been a really good experience. But this is probably the way that I've made the most money online ever, and that is making sure I knew my database. I mean, I knew my databases because I generated them myself. I built the landing pages and put the forms on there and, sent the traffic. So I knew the kind of data that was coming through there. I knew what they wanted. So when I was able to go look for ads, I was signing up for affiliate networks, and I was picking ads that were related to the pages that I built and that were closely related to what I had done. And the things that you learn, you think, well, they already opted into my page. Why are they going to opt into something else that looks like that? But they do. and those kind of ads kept working. And then we realized that not only did that work, but like we were talking about earlier, other things that are related, like car insurance, and you think about it, it's a big, it's a big topic for a lot of people. But then we started testing other things like bathroom windows and just things that you wouldn't think would really, refinance, and you wouldn't think that they would really earn as much as they do. But when you send the right email to your database and let them know that here's the information, and then they click on it, these affiliates are tracking, they're paying you for that, information. And your database, because it's the right kind of traffic in the first place, that came in maybe for looking to make money online, it all applies to these other smaller niches. It's amazing how those other ads really do convert. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It depends on the ad. But, after a while, I think you get a good eye for what's going to work because you know what's worked for you in the past.
So, Tammy, I think that maybe some people who are with Lead Lightning, Power Lead System, many of you I know perhaps have heard of JVZoo or ClickBank, but we're going to show you a site now called Offer Vault. Now, what I want you to understand is Offer Vault is simply like the Google of the offers, okay? It's a search tool. They don't themselves hook you up, and sign you up, so to speak, but they point you to the offer that might work for you. So let me just do a little screen share so we can get on here, and this is where I was just kind of searching around, and actually found what I was talking. Oops, that one's going kind of crazy there. Let me just stop that a second. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to screen share. I've actually got something I want to show y'all in a minute that is like a page that we're sort of talking about, but right now I'm going to go over to Offer Vault. So can you all see here?
Yes, I can see that.
Tammy, can you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Tammy, here we are. We land here and we think, where in the heck have we landed? On Mars or Venus? When we get here, tell us, what should we be looking for? What are we doing? A CPC offer, we'll define it more here and look at what does a CPC offer usually offer? What does a CPA offer usually offer? So, what would you suggest somebody do when they first come here?
Well, really, Offer Vault, I just like to use it as a visual tool because a lot of times getting the right payout on an ad is based on your relationship with the place that you signed up to get it.
Okay.
Sometimes, to get the best payout, you really need to talk to them. And you need to tell them what kind of data you have and what you're planning on doing, and can they give you a higher payout? Because I've noticed a lot of times on Offer Vault, the payouts are kind of bad. They're just kind of low. And in my opinion, I would want more money, but it's hard to know that when you first start. What is a fair amount? You don't really know that until you try it. But mainly the goal is always, if you're spending money on traffic, you always want to monetize. You always want to try to make more than you did on what you spent. So this is one way to do it, by running ads. But what I like Offer Vault for is it gives you an idea of what types of offers there are out there and what kind of payouts they're showing. And it's not always out of the ballpark on their payouts, but it will give you an idea of the types of offers that you can run. But generally speaking, I'm just going to let you know kind of an inside track on what I look for payouts and stuff, so you don't have to be confused right off the bat. But on a CPC, which is a cost per click, that just means, and this is great, we love CPC offers anytime we can get them that are, and they're going to pay us good amounts. I would say right now, if you think about it, people buy traffic all the time. And if you look at what they're paying for traffic per click, you basically want to get paid somewhere along those lines. So I always look for CPC offers that are within the genre that I'm, advertising, like, maybe a work online or a make money offer. And if I get paid on a CPC at least, 45 cents a click or whatever, I'm okay with that. That's kind of low, but but that would be the lowest that I would want to go with it, because some of the offers that I've noticed on Offer Vault want to pay you like a dime or whatever, and I wouldn't pay that. But I wouldn't even run it.
Let's help people really get this. We all know that running an ad to a solo vendor can run you anywhere from 45 cents a click up to $1 sometimes, depending on your solo ad vendor and what they can deliver. Tier 1 traffic meaning like U.S., Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, you know, where English is the primary language. So, so what you're really saying is that you want to have a CPC that's going to pay you and at least come out even while you're building your list. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's a good. That's pretty good, Dottie. I mean, that's a good gauge. But you know, anytime you can get more than that, you know, I guess I would look for offers that would pay me like, you know, upwardly of 60 cents or more, 75 cents per click. You know, then you're looking at you know, making some good money off the traffic that you have. But anyway, the CPCs are great because you can just send the traffic there, and your visits will make you money. You'll get a link at an affiliate network that you put there that tracks it, and when you just send traffic to it, you're going to get paid. And it's great because, you know, it tracks it live. You can always log back into your affiliate network and watch your money come in, which is always fun.
Yeah. So, so on the CPC, are you going to actually drop the HTML code right into your page?
Yeah, you can put it anywhere you want to. You can put it like if you are sending out an email, maybe you want to send anytime you work with an affiliate network, they want you to mask your links, which is something that you get into when you sign up with them. They don't want you to run their links exactly. They want you to take their links and convert them from your own link, which is easy to do, and probably something we could go over in another lesson. But anyway, you're just going to run, if you ran an email to your database, think about it. If you went to an affiliate network and you saw a really great offer, they will give you your own unique link.
Right.
And then you will put it in your email, and you basically say, hey, check this out, whatever the offer is, and you email it to your database. When your database opens their email, they click on the link, and then they're visiting the page that you're supposed to be advertising. That records as a click over there in your affiliate network, and they pay you for however much, you know, they offer to pay you for that click. Yep. And so if you're sending a lot of traffic, which has always been the case with what we were doing and are doing, so, you know, that can really add up quickly over time, you know, depending on how much traffic you're sending.
So here's what I want people to think about that are in, I'm going to say Power Lead System, because honestly, if you're in Lead Lightning, which is fantastic, you can't get a better system for $7 one-time fee on the planet. I'll guarantee you that. But what you don't have is the flexibility and the customization that you can do both in lead capture pages, which I'm going to show you in a minute here, and also in your autoresponders. So let's say that you build up to a list of 1,000. And you're only thinking that let's say you're in a health and wellness business. Well, that's great because you've already identified that as one of the good categories. But if you're only sending out an autoresponder series about that, then you're missing great opportunities to put in an email another little CPC offer that they might click on, and when they do, that makes you some money. So what would be something good to type in right here? I'm just going to play dumb, you know, Tammy, and you just tell me, type this in. Let's see what happens, Dottie, okay?
Just put in home-based business.
Okay.
Or put in business. Yeah.
So we're just going to put in home-based business. Now, what I also heard you say is if you go and you see one here, it's like anything else. Form the relationship and you get a better deal. You know, if you see something that looks pretty good, you might want to contact that group about becoming an affiliate with them. You can just go do that and get an affiliate link. But like you say, there are better deals to be had. And if you don't know that, you won't ask for them. But if you know, hey, maybe I should go ask if I can get a better deal, the only thing they can say is no, right? So
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you'll get it if you ask for it. So, I mean, one of the things that, you know, I don't know if you've gone over it with your group or not, but signing up for affiliate networks, OfferVault is great for giving you the different, you know, types of networks. If you see, you know, when we start querying, there's a network category. And you see some of the places. Now I can look at the payout amount, and I can usually just tell what kind of an offer it is based on how much they're willing to pay out. I like to tend to stay with the offers that pay out less because I do a lot of high volume, and I know that the less they pay out, actually, the more likely they are to get clicked and open. So I tend to go with my gut instinct and get a lot of people I drive a lot of traffic to the pages that I want to, but I pick the right offers for them. So like if I've brought in some people who are looking to make money online, I'm going to pick offers that will are the easiest for people to opt into.
Okay.
Just visiting a page, you can imagine they're going to make, it's going to be easier than if they have to fill out a form. And if it's easier for them to fill out a form than it is for them to actually pay for something with a credit card. Mm-hmm. So that kind of gives you the what's easiest for them to do and what's going to get paid the least. So since it's easiest for them to just click a link and not do anything else, but you get paid, that's a CPC. You're just getting paid for traffic. Then my next favorite would be a CPA, which would be it doesn't cost them anything. It doesn't require a credit card, but maybe the opportunity that they want to opt into does require them to fill out a name, an email address, maybe a phone number, something small like that. They're filling it out, and this, if the people who have the offer, they're paying you to get that information for them. So that would be my next favorite, and I kind of tend to stay in the price range of anything from, depending on how much information that the page wants. Like, if it's just a short 4-field form, like a first name, last name, email, phone, anywhere between $1.50 to $2, something like that, I would expect to get paid for that. Prices vary based on networks, but I wouldn't want to get paid any lower than that. Mm-hmm. Anything, if I'm seeing payouts, anything under $6 is usually a CPA. Anything over that, if I see a payout higher than that, I usually figure that's going to require a credit card. Now we're getting into an offer that requires people to actually break out a credit card and buy something in order for you to get paid at all. And if they don't, you don't get paid at all. So you take a bigger gamble with those, and you play your numbers, and you'll find offers that will be successful, but you generally have to test more volume on those. And you have to be very careful what you pick out. But that would be my favorites in the order of, and it's all based on how much you get paid on those too.
So let's just take what came up here. If you were going through after this search had been done and you were looking at some of these, can you see those well enough?
Yeah, I try to tend to get to the lower payout ones first of all, because I know the lower payout ones are usually the types of offers I want.
So you would go to this one, Medical Billing Home Business Bible.
What's the payout on that? I can't really see.
$14.38. Here's one, Becoming a Professional Organizer, $13.35.
Now, see, I'd go down to these $2 lead ones. Like.
Okay, here we got some more. Yeah. So, DirecTV, 70 cents. Mom's Business Network, $1.30. Mom's Business Network, $2. Work from
this might be, now, if you can imagine, if you've sent money, if you paid money for traffic and you're trying to, get them to come into your business, and maybe they don't, but you got them on your database list. You want to send them an email later. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to go get signed up with, the network that has the work from home and get paid one. Obviously, if somebody's looking to make money, this might be an ad that would be interesting to them. So why not send it to your database and just say, hey, I was checking this out. Send them a link, and then all the people that opt into it, maybe they fill out their information. You're going to get $2 every time that happens. Why not? This is really why, if you're buying the right traffic to your opportunity, that's why they opted in the first place. So they shouldn't be too upset at getting another offer about it. It might even help them, and they can always unsubscribe.
So here's the thing. Look at this. This is the same offer, 2 different places, 2 different prices you get paid. And we talked about this the other day. Now this says lead. This says nothing right here. one goes to point-click track, and one's clear link media. So that's because any of these offers can be with different groups, and some will pay more.
Yep. You can turn just about any, I mean, you could even take offers that, like, I've taken solo ad offers before and turning them into offers at networks, because the people that I was doing the solo ads with, they like that traffic. It's just, you know, an idea on how to get CPCs if you have a big, you know, solo ad network. If you want to look for a different category in OfferVault, you might look for jobs, you might look for just business, you might look for work. I don't know. There's lots of different categories that you could. You might look for MLM. You might look for. I don't know. It's
job offers here real quick. So think about it. It says the body shop, become a consultant. So, trucker jobs, employment. My income at home system. That's teaching somebody about that. So, massage therapy success. So there's all these different ones.
One of the things you might want to do is you might want to just like click on up at the top the type, of offer. That way you can get right into grouping them all into the types of offer, the way that they pay you out. So if there's any CPCs, they're all going to be together. If there's any CPAs, they'll all be together. Might be a quicker way to go about it. But OfferVault probably isn't the best place to go.
Okay.
It's a great place to go to start getting familiar with how it kind of works. But the best place is to Google affiliate networks and start looking at them and seeing, maybe call them, contact them, see if they've got certain types of offers that you think would be good to send your database. And if they do, basically talk to somebody there and say, look, I've got a database that I'm building up. Want to send some offers over to them. And then, later on in another call, we can kind of get to how we set up those offers in emails and, what would be the best way to send them out and what would be the best way to approach people, because you don't just want to send offer all the time.
Yeah.
You want to send them, a value. Yeah. So there's ways to go about, emailing your database, but this is the first place to, first step is to familiarize yourself with what affiliate networks are. There's so many of them.
Here is the top 20 affiliate ones for 2015, Yeah.
And you kind of want to do your research a little bit. Some affiliate networks, you want to work with the ones that have been around for a while, not new, because, there are, bad affiliate networks out there who you'll get, maybe as a publisher, you're getting them traffic, and then they haven't been around a while, and then they can't pay you, and that's never good. So you want to stick with the ones that have been around for a while. Yeah. I know that CJ, I'm seeing, Commission Junction, they've been around for a while. They have a few offers that I like little private networks, ones that specialize in certain types of offers. And usually when you can get signed up with those, you can work with a consultant with inside your affiliate manager, and they'll let you know what's actually converting and what offers that they have that are exclusive to them.
Affiliate networks. I don't know if we'll find them that way, but here's something. So Tammy, it's sort of like research. So let's do this. I want to just show everybody, like, if you go in the back office of Power Lead System, let me switch over to Barry for just a second and ask him, Barry, is this making your mind spin with ideas?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm always getting to thinking. My mind kind of, gets going. It's fueled by the mind of others. When we get to talking, collaborating. Like, I have a creative mind myself, but when I'm around other entrepreneurs, other creative thinkers, my mind just gets to going. Those fuels is revved up.
Yeah, sometimes we'll be talking to me, and then Barry says, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. So it's always a fun thing. So, let's just take something right here. Go ahead. Were you going to say?
I wasn't. No.
Okay. Okay. So let me just kind of go ahead here. What I was going to show people is in your back office of Power Lead System. Now, this is where we get into the customization. We're getting just a little bit of echo going here now. I'm not quite sure why. Do y'all hear that?
No.
Okay, maybe it's just on my end. I'm hearing it. Anyway, people who have Lead Lightning, if you're on this tonight, the things that we're showing you, I want to be real honest with you. It is one of the best reasons for you to upgrade into the gold. And if you're on the page, CoachBig.com, you're going to see those other things. We're getting a little echo, so I might have to have y'all mute out until I call back on you. I don't know why that started all of a sudden. Sometimes that happens with the Google Hangout platform. So anyway, like I said, Lead Lightning, if you're on here watching for Lead Lightning, there's no better deal for $7 one-time fee. But what you don't get is the ability to customize, okay? What I mean by that is by doing something other than the links you've got. Now, I'm going to go over here and show you when you get started and everything, you have some certain links, okay? Click the easy button to get going, okay? So when you come in as Lead Lightning, you have basically two links, okay? One will lead it only to Lead Lightning, promote Lead Lightning. But Lead Lightning is really kind because even in this basic program, they let you run traffic that'll end up promoting your primary business. And, you know, I can't tell you how awesome that is because most people that'll sell you their basic program, they won't allow you to do that. So all you have to do is put in your basic primary link right there and then use this referral link. And when you do that, you're going to be able to send traffic and sell the $7 program and make $6 all day long. But if you want to customize, you're really going to have to upgrade, okay? And that means you're going to have to go and get the Power Lead System, the Gold program, which is a total of $53.97 a month. But what you can do with that is extraordinary. You can create unlimited sales capture pages, lead capture pages. Let me just show you here. If you, excuse me, went to the wrong one. If you go and click on websites and you have Power Lead System, you can go down here and you can choose anything in the lead capture pages, use this one, and create a lead capture page, okay? But it's going to be exactly like that. It's going to have the same wording. It's going to have the same background. If you want to do something different, okay, you're going to have to go up here and you're going to have to go websites, web pages, copy web pages, okay? So when you copy the web pages, that means you can change any aspect of it. So Tammy, we're just going to do a little example here. I'm going to look at, these say Power Lead System lead capture pages. I could copy any of those and change the wording. Or I could go down to any company lead capture pages. Again, I could take any of those pages, copy them, and make changes. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to copy this one, okay? I'm going to go all the way down and I'm going to save that. It's going to say make me a copy. And when I do that, I can call it anything I want right here. I can call it lead capture for CPA offer. All right, whatever I want to do, I can call it whatever I want. And then I can come over here and I can create the subdomain. So let's say I just put work from home or something, you know, whatever I want to do, no spaces there. And I'm just going to call it test just so that I don't, you know, clog up my system with something that's not really what I'm using. So I'm just going to call it work from home test. And so I'm going to create, and I can choose now. I have a whole lot of domains, you know, so I can choose any of mine. But if you only have one, and I tell people this, when you first get Power Lead System, if you're only going to have one domain, make it where it brands you, like I do with CoachB.com, or we have with Barry Tuck, and then that way you can go homebasedbusiness.withcoachb.com or homebasedbusiness.withtammy.com or whatever. So that enables you to create an unlimited number of subdomains. So when I save this, then I can keep the current background, or I can choose any of these backgrounds here, okay? Whatever I want to do. For now, I'm just going to keep it the same. But here's the real key. When I go to edit text, so Tammy, here we are. We're going to set up this page right now in front of everybody. What would be some good wording that we might put in here when we're going to do one of these offers? Have I still got you there? Barry, are you there?
I'm there. I think she's muted.
Oh, Tammy, you can unmute now.
Yeah, I'm unmuted. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can sure hear you now.
Okay. I was going to say that looks good right there.
Oh, well, Tammy says it looks good. So what you're saying is right here, we've got the wording. But let's say we did want to change it. I want to show you how easy that is to do. Barry, you got any suggestions?
I would do something like discover the amazing secret that allowed me to fire my boss in 60 days.
Okay. Okay. So we might make that and make it red.
I might put something on there like
What's that, Tammy?
I would put something on there simple.
Okay.
It just, I've noticed that the more simple, the more traffic I get.
Say that again?
So the more simple I am, the more traffic I get. Less I say.
Okay. So what could we say that's so simple right here? You like this part up here at the top, right? Or not?
Well, all of this is good, but if you want to have something that is going to consistently make money to the most of its ability, like I said, if you got to think like, do you want people to read a whole bunch of stuff on your page, or do you just want to capture their attention immediately? So that's kind of what I do, is I just go for like a quick, grab you line without making people go blah, 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 and they're still reading. I just want to wrap the thought around their head now,
Okay. So let's just give them an example so they can see what would be some wording that would be very simple at the top. Just as an idea, you don't have to give us your best line, but just give us a sample of what. Because I want to what I'm wanting to show them is that even if they have click on the done for you, that would be fine. But if they copied one, they could actually change this.
I would say something like, I always try to stick with subjects that might encompass a lot of people. So if I'm looking for, all types of people, like maybe even job seekers, work online seekers, business seekers, usually I try to look for words that would grab all of them. So when I say work online, that's a great way to capture all of those people. And that's what I'm going for. So I might do a spin on work online. Work online for work online at night. Well, why at night? Well, because maybe nobody's run that offer yet. Because they can work online at night. It's just real creative with you want to say something different. You want to say something. You want to think out of the box. Start online. Top 3, business online ideas. I mean, just, work online immediately. Just try to grab something that is, these people are wanting to make money. Think like they do. They want it simple. They want it now. They want to see something that doesn't have to make them really have to research it. Honestly, you just want to make it easy for them.
Okay, so we could say discover 3 amazing opportunities. And
Top 3 work online opportunities 2015. Boom. It's just something that they can quickly
top 3.
see, understand.
Let me just do it this way. Top 3 work online.
Top 3 money-making opportunities. See, this is off the cuff, but I'd probably sit there and play with it for the next 15 minutes until I got something that I really like,
And we're just kind of brainstorming, and that's what I want people to see, is that's what you need to do.
Yeah, see, top 3 money-making opportunities. That right there just kind of creates intrigue. That's what you want to do. It's like, okay, I've got 3 seconds for you. Okay, you got my attention. You've asked a question. I'm curious. I got to know. And then they're going to click it. So that's what you're constantly going for. And, try to arrange it to where if you were looking for something, would you click on it?
I mean, you could even, you might not want 2 lines, but, you get interested in working online anywhere in the world. Discover top 3 money-making ideas for 2015. So that's the point, is that, you brainstorm, and then, Tammy, what's so important is you test it. You see if it works. It doesn't matter what you come up with. You got to test it, run traffic to it. So let's just say that was one of them. And we would just go here, and that's what it's going to look like, And I might say, no, I don't really like that. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to change what I just wrote because I don't like that. Just put work online anywhere in the world. So rather than a question, I just kind of go, work online anywhere in the world. You got a beach in the background, discover top 3 money-making ideas for 2015. Boom, it's simple. We go back over here, we look at it again, and we go, oh, yeah, I want to work online, and I want to be on the beach, and I want to discover top 3 money-making ideas for 2015. I'm going to give you my name, my email, my phone number. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. We often hear that the easiest to get is just the email, not necessarily the name or the phone number, because sometimes with the phone number in cold traffic, people won't give you the right one. And what's your take on this, Tammy?
Well, I always dealt in lead generation, so a lot of my clients they required phone number. So most of my career I've had to generate phone numbers, and I learned there. You want to make sure you have a name, an email, a phone number if you're going to call them as leads. Because you want to know who you're talking to, and you want to be able to contact them if you're trying to, use these leads for your business. Then I'm going to assume a lot of people might want to get on the phone and actually call them.
Yeah.
If they filled out a form with their phone number, that means that they're okay with being called. So you might want to get on the phone, and you're going to monetize more. You're going to sign more people up in your business if you do get on the phone.
Right.
I know a lot of people, that's not their dream deal. They don't want to do that, but if you do, you make more money. The numbers don't lie. You can set up your business automatically. Depending on the business, that can work. But if you get on the phone, you'll earn more.
Right. So let me just, we're going to kind of wind up here because we're getting close to the hour, and we're going to actually bring Tammy back on in a couple of weeks and dive into even more of the details. But I want to just give you one idea right here. Tammy was talking about sending out the link, in the email, where they can click and then you get paid on that click. There's also other things you can do where, and we'll show you this later on another hangout, is how to actually embed the code into the page, like the lead capture page, for instance. So even if somebody doesn't opt in, you can pop up another page that it'll take them to, okay? And that might have other opportunities. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you real quickly just a couple of quick things. And I'm not saying this is exactly how you, these are just a couple of samples. So let me just show you right here. Let's say that this was a page. And what it says is, so let's say that you went to that lead capture page and you didn't even put in your name and email, but when you went to leave, this popped up. And it just says, I appreciate you checking out creating an online business and traveling for fun. So it just says thank you, and then it says, I want to make sure you receive some special bonus opportunities to increase your skill set, help you build your brand and your business. And see, here's a typo right there. You know, this hasn't gone anywhere. It's just playing around right now. Plus, understand yourself a little better. So what do I mean by that? Well, this one's about Facebook marketing. This one's about creating T-shirts. This one is a free, you know, discover your personality code. And this one is about social media simplified. So I'm just saying that's how you can do. Another one that's kind of similar right here, same kind of thank you page. I went back on the other one, made that blue, popped out a little more. Oh, this was the same way. Excuse me, that was the same one. And so you can see where I changed it. If I refresh that, you can see that I made that in blue. So if I go back over here, though, and I look at other ones, let me see if this is a different one. I'll go to the second thank you page. This one will be just a little bit different, but you can begin to see this one is about a Facebook video player. This one is about being the premier women's coaching certification exclusively for women. So you see, even if somebody didn't opt in and came to your capture page, when they went to leave, they could get something like this. And we'll teach you how to embed those codes. Or let's say they did opt in, but they didn't buy what you were offering. Same thing. When they go to leave that page, you can have something like this pop up. Now, how do you do that? Well, you come over here, and if you see this code, these are notes over here, and I just always keep my code handy. Neil's actually got a video in the back training, in our training for Power Lead System. You can go there, watch the videos. That's where I got this special code. I can go and put this in the HTML code. Now, this is getting a little bit more detailed here, okay? But what that means is when you go to a page, any page, let's say it was even this page right here that we just created as a test, and you went over here to edit text. If you went into the source code, you would go down until you found the second word that says head. And right above that, you would go, and that code that I just showed you, you would paste that code in there. And when you did that and saved it, it would cause a page to pop up. Because all you have to do over here is replace the link right here. And whatever link you put in there with this code, when you come back over here, it's going to make that pop up. Now, this is getting a little more detailed. I realize that for some of you who have just started. But each week, we're going to be offering different information so that you can learn a little bit more, increase your skill set. Does that make sense to everybody? I know that y'all are seeing here. So I'm going to bring it off of that right now. So, Tammy, can you imagine being able to put some offers in there on those pop-up boxes? That would work pretty good, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. You just want to check with your affiliate manager and make sure that that kind of traffic is okay to send it, that kind of offer. And then once you do a test with them, I'm sure that you know, you'll find the right kind of ads to put in there that make you the most money. You can even work with AdSense and Google. You know, create your own little pages, create other pages to put in there that maybe have like AdSense ads and stuff like that on there. They're pretty good at figuring out what type of traffic you've got and putting the right kind of ads in there that'll actually make you money with them too.
Yeah, let's look at the Google and AdSense a little bit more on the next one, but we could be here for 2 hours tonight easily. You know what I'm saying? So if you're kind of looking right now at our Hangout or you're watching it later, please put down there in the chat box if you run any CPC cost per click ads. offers, I should say, or CPA, cost per action, and what kind of results you've been getting. Because this is really key. There's one more thing, Tammy, I want you to share with people, is that on your list, you actually send something every day out to them. Is that accurate?
Yeah. I mean, the idea is overwhelm them, but you know, my policy has always been at least communicate once a day with every list that I have. You know, and it depends on what I send, but I can say that I've learned over the years that, and I know a lot of people disagree with me on this, but I just find that the numbers don't lie, and I do better when the emails that I send are extremely short. And so I try to cut them under a paragraph. Two sentences as much as I can.
So you're giving them some value every day, and so you know if you think about that, that means you need to have anywhere from 15 to affiliates working with them, give them a different offering, or at least don't repeat them any more than twice a month that way. So anyway, something to think about. Tammy, it's been amazing having you on here, and
Thanks,
as usual, great to have you. So we're going to kind of wind it up, Barry. I hope you don't have your head spinning too much.
Oh, I'm gonna be up all night, so you know my brain is spinning. I'll be messaging you on Facebook like, oh my goodness, Dottie, guess what I'm thinking of?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. So once again, thanks so much, Tammy and Barry. And next week, Barry will be leading everything because I'm going to be out of town in Phoenix again. So I'll see you the following week. I know you do a great job.
Oh, thanks. I'm looking forward. I have a few topics in mind, just getting them together.
Hey, sounds great. Okay, everybody, we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye for now.